You're good.
Baby, who's going to be on Daddy's podcast?
Sahara
7? The Egyptian queen?
It's gonna be on yours.
Yay. Savage beauty herself. I can't wait.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to The Bird and the Villain. We are back and ready to roll. I am Justin Hollis, and I am with my ever amazing
Amazing, so graceful. The Wolf King villain himself, Marcus Gray. Happy to announce our guest. Oh my God, the queen of Cairo, Egypt, the savage beauty herself, Sahara 7. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
I'm good. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for having me.
If I may, just start off this interview with a very, very interesting question, but it's been something that I must know. I have to know.
Okay.
All right. Lestat, Stuart Townsend, or Tom Cruise. I gotta know. Honest answer.
Lestat, Stuart Townsend all day.
Oh no!
Even though he killed me, I'd still do him. I don't care. I'm still out here searching for my Lestat. Someone to let me bleed them dry almost.
Full transparency. I love it. I do. I love the macabre. I love the goth style. And not only that, your dedication. You debuted in 2015 and you've been absolutely killing it for so long. A true inspiration. I mean, I have to ask, you've been in Premier Wrestling. I mean, what do you got next? What's up? What have you been up to? There's a few things this weekend, maybe?
Okay, yeah. So I have this weekend, I have Daily Wrestling, which is a show in Florida. Actually, they tape all over the US and some international. But we are in Florida this weekend, I think Pomona Beach. And so this weekend I will be wrestling. There's a slew of girls on this show,
right,
including Layla Gray, who I adore. I think she is absolutely the sweetest. She will be on that show as well. So there might be, I'm not going to tell you, but there might be some Sahara Layla Gray action. There may be. I'm not going to tell, but there might be. No, you're not getting me. No. But yeah, so definitely might be some Sahara Layla Gray action. I also do have coming up, I will be doing a Queen's Revenge tour, where I will be revisiting a lot of the places that I started my career in. And I feel like I have a vengeance to prove. So, like you said, I've been around since 2015, and with 2015 to going forward to now 2021, there is a lot of things that have changed about me as a person, and as a queen. I have developed so much more than what 2015 people have saw. So I feel like I need to revisit some areas and lay down laws and decrees, snatch some souls while I'm at it, and remind some people why when I left I was still the queen.
So you said you've developed over the last couple of years. And in what ways have you developed?
Oh, okay. So obviously the first reason is I'm a freaking savage. I don't know if I could curse, so I'm not gonna curse. But I'm a
whatever you think, girl. I imagine.
I am a freaking savage. I don't know if people have been used to seeing that side of me. I mean, always, yes, I had a physicality in the ring, but more so 2018 to 2021, I just stopped giving a fuck.
Right.
And I legit just went on a tangent of You think you're better than me. You think you're going to disgrace me. You think you're going to like put my face in the dirt. Bitch, please. So
yeah,
I legit released this thing that I've always had in me. And it started in Japan. When they noticed it in Japan, they started calling me the Savage Beauty because I was so beautiful. But when I was in the ring, I was downright like savage. I was picking girls apart. I was slugging girls. I didn't care. I wanted to fight. And so from 2018, like I said, into 2021, I've just been ripping girls apart, like ripping them apart. And I don't care. Like, sorry about your luck. It's a contact sport. Don't care.
I dig it.
That's just why I think that's one of the main reasons why I feel like I should go back and just, how can I put this nicely?
Don't
rampage through all the places that I once was before, and maybe was a little shy and timid before. Also, I've grown as a woman to just, like I've been saying before, I just don't give a fuck. Like, I just don't, because I used to do things with the idea of, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, and maybe I shouldn't do that, or that'll make some people upset, or I don't want to like look like the better, wrestler. And I'm like, if I'm the better wrestler, I'm the fucking better wrestler. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if she's your favorite baby face, she's your favorite fucking wrestler, she's the hometown girl. Fuck all that. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Fight me. That's all.
If I can, Sahara, like me, it's my daughter's birthday. Like she watches. Yeah, shout outs to Juju. Happy birthday, Daddy loves you.
Juju.
Yeah, she's upstairs doing her thing. But like I said, for yourself, if I can for a second, for the culture, what you've done, and when I have the opportunity to sit down and I can watch an AEW Dark, I can watch a Premier Wrestling, I can watch MCW Pro and see that drive and that fire. Because if you look at your matches, there's a slow transition to the queen you're at right now. Please do not get it twisted. Queen, like yes, it is. But I want you to know personally that what you're doing and having this attitude and this passion inspires little black girls to keep going. And I want you to know personally that please don't think you're not going unnoticed. I mean, 2 women's titles, 2 women's champions, the Femme championship, and which one was it?
I've actually had a lot of championships, and I just like don't mention a lot of them. I've been like, I've been in a lot of like tournaments, and I've been in a lot of firsts, but I don't mention them because to me, it's just like, I feel like I'm fighting out here to prove everything for myself. And I put, like you said, I put the little black girls on my back because when I was coming up, there wasn't that many black girls, and there wasn't a lot of women that looked like me. So I don't know if people know this by now. I may look skinny up here, but I am a thicker girl from the waist down. And I do not wear it like it is a shameful thing. I wear it like it is a badge of honor, because there was girls, it was a time where I thought I had to be pencil thin to make it in this business. And so, like you said, I put that on my back. I was like, I'm going to be black, and I'm going to be super black about it. And I was like, I'm going to be thick, and I'm going to put it in people's faces, and I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm going to carry everybody else on my back. So that way there's another little girl that comes along and she does this, and she does it way better than me. It's always, I'm never going to say that I'm just going to be the end and this is going to be the it. But there's going to be someone that comes behind Sahara and it's going to be way better than me. And she's going to remember like me, Swole, Renee Michelle. She's going to remember all of us. She's going to remember Nyla Rose. She's going to remember, you know what I'm saying? She's going to remember the Layla Grays. She's going to remember all these girls that were coming before her, that we grew up in a time where there wasn't that many people that look like us. And now they're going to see these girls, and there's going to be ones that they can turn around at every corner, like every size, every shape, every color, every shade of brown, every shade of, any kind of like skin tone you could think of. There's going to be a person that they can look up to now. And I think that's the pretty cool part about it. I do personally. That's my favorite part about it.
Savage fucking beauty. Sorry, but Justin.
So I need to apologize because I tweeted out the Egyptian princess the other day, and you were like, "Hey, it's the queen," and I was like, oh, I had kids piling on me, so that was completely my fault.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm not a snob. Like I don't get pissy mad, but I do just be like, princess is for little girls that's trying. I done tried, I succeeded, and I'm doing.
I dig it.
As you have. So you talking about, influencing the younger generation. Who influenced you?
Oh, okay. You ready for this?
We're ready. We are ready.
For this? So in wrestling, I have always said that I owe a lot to Jazz and Jackie as women of color coming up in that era, watching TV and watching wrestling. But I also always cite my favorite, which is Victoria. I don't know if a lot of people can tell, like I literally emulated her coming up because, Jazz and Jackie were exactly like me, but Victoria was a savage like me. And so I saw, in Victoria, a girl who just was like, hey, I'm here. I'm strong. I don't give a fuck. I'll beat up your cuties. I'll beat up your little Playboy of the month, like Playboy bunny of the month. And I still look good doing it. And
Amen.
she was it for me. And I actually got a chance to wrestle her, and it was really a great moment for me because I legit walked up to her. Like, I met her one time before I wrestled her, and I was like a hot mess. I was crying. I was a mess. And I am privileged to say I've met all three of my female wrestling heroes. I'm very privileged to have met them and had very deep conversations with them and still keep in contact with them to this day. I'm very blessed for that. But I met her. I was a blubbering mess. And I told her she was my favorite wrestler and that she did things for girls like me. Thicker girls, stronger girls, faster girls, and didn't look like a Playboy bunny. And she legit gave me the biggest hug. And she told me, she said, I want to see where you're going to go from here. Then fast forward, it was 2 years later. And I was like, hey, hey, it's me, that girl that, you met in the hotel lobby that was crying. And, she's like, I'm going to wrestle you. I was like, yep. And I was like, I'm freaking out way more than you are right now. I was like, so. But we ended up having a really good match, and she ended up giving me some really solid advice. And I love Lisa Marie Varon for everything that she has done and everything she's gonna do. And she's Hall of Fame bound, baby. She is Hall of Fame bound, and so is Jazz. Come on, man. Like, they're Hall of Fame bound, and they know it. So those are my female wrestling inspirations. Males, it's gonna shock you. Males definitely shock you.
I want to hear that.
I was always a Razor Ramon Scott Hall fan.
I saw that.
Why?
Why? I love
him, man.
Why was that?
Talk to me, girl. Why? I'm cute. Can I be curious? Why though?
Why? Oh my God. Okay.
Hey, yo.
So one, who oozes machismo like that? Like, you ain't gotta say nothing, do nothing during your entrance. You just gotta walk out, do some spirit fingers, and everybody automatically just like either one cheers you to death or two boos you to death.
Sandy.
And you had the littlest thing, a toothpick. You could barely see it on camera sometimes, and that was like the biggest thing. It was a moment. And like when he said bad, he meant the bad guy. Like that was a bad mother. Okay.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I believe it.
His persona really was like, I'm drawn to bad guys. If you can't tell, like I'm drawn to like bad guys because I don't know. It's something about a good bad guy that I love. But he just oozed the character, like the charisma that like just made me feel like I was like, I hate him. He's a dick, but at the same time, I respect it. You know? And another one was I like to joke around and say my dad, because if you're Black and you're in wrestling, he's your dad, whether you like it or not.
Thank you.
Ron Simmons.
Wow.
Yes.
On everything. Wow. He's a legend.
Everything.
Absolute legend on everything.
Yeah, but he's a legend. He is a mastermind. Like, just to sit there and talk to him and pick his brain and like to think and like listen to the way he talks about the business is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He's like unproblematic, which I love that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I love that because we know how to just mind the business that pays us. And he's paved the way for so many people. And I feel like half the time he does not get his flowers that he deserves. He does not. He does not. But from me, he gets all the flowers. He gets all the flowers, all the cheers. Like, let's not forget, that man was vicious.
Yes.
That man was vicious. He was technically sound.
World champion.
He was vicious.
Mm-hmm.
He knew how to pull out a character. He knew how to use people like around him to feed into what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So
the nation.
Exactly. It's all about the nation, but
he was just a freak.
That's a long spiel for me because you don't want me to get into that.
No, I was sipping my tea. We was talking.
Like, the nation is my thing. I still to this day bump that theme song. Like, I don't care. Nation of Domination theme song is my theme song. I don't care. It's the hardest of all time.
Thank you, Sahara. Like, I mean, Tasha Steele, the women's wrestling movement, I believe, is on the up. And for you have something that's a completely different feel. Like, it's a dark underworld. Like, it feels like something I never had to deal with before, and I like it. I dig it. It's not pastel goth. It's I'll kill you and I'll enjoy it. God. You know what I mean? I like this actor. This is a nice twist. Like, because like I said, you can see the progress when you're coming up. The wide-eyed, bright-eyed girl, and then you can see this transition. And another wrestler, PB Smooth.
Kill me now. Kill me now. I love PB. Don't get me wrong. I love PB, but
can we have a tea session?
Yes, we can have a tea session. Let's go ahead and talk about it.
What happened? What did you do?
PB and we love each other dearly. Don't get it twisted. We love each other very much. As you can see on Twitter, he's out here claiming that he is my trophy husband. And I don't know how that happened without a proposal. So I don't know, but me and PB have this relationship where it's like I can come to him like and be like, yo, cheer me up. Like, my day was like shitty, cheer me up. And he'll do whatever in his power to cheer me up. But he also is my biggest and tallest headache.
Oh,
you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, let me tell you what I'm talking about. This man
put about it.
Expiration date on our supposed marriage.
You don't say.
He told me, he said, I'd do anything for you. I'm going to be the trophy husband you deserve. He said, but only for 8 to 12 months.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
I'm like, he said, 8 to 12 months? I said, PB, I don't need a husband for 8 to 12 months. I don't need a husband, period. Like, I'm good running my kingdom and my palace all by myself.
Fair enough.
So he just basically like put an expiration date on like how much longer he got living in my palace. And then he got to go.
So left?
No, he'll be exiled.
Oh, so. Fair enough. I mean, if you got to go to go. I mean, Queen, if you got to go, then go. So say it.
But he's trying every day, he's trying. We're going to say trying. But he's trying. But no, in all seriousness, I love PB. He's a great talent. Mm-hmm. And he is one of the up and coming, like, I haven't seen a big man, like, actually pull a gimmick other than a big man gimmick, in a while.
Right.
PB is pulling a gimmick. He's like, yeah, I'm tall. Yeah, I'm a big guy. But he's like, have you seen me? Have you seen this face? Like, girls adore me. Like, I'm a player. And then my famous line is, he ain't shit and he know he ain't shit. So he runs with it. And he's out here making sure, keeping it player, keeping people's lips smooth with chapstick and it's a whole debacle, but
I dig it.
I love him. I love him, and his work is great. And I want people to see more of people like PB. There's a lot of us out here that we don't go on a bragging spree about what we've done and this, that, and the third. We just keep grinding it out, and we keep doing us, and we keep training, and we keep coming back harder and harder until it's our time. And I feel like right now it is definitely the time for people to be opening their eyes to PB Smooth.
I definitely think that's a statement. Like, I mean, and I agree with you. I just feel like there's a lot of accomplishments that need to be brought to light because there's trailblazers and there's milestones that we make all the time in wrestling, and it's a lot. Like, it means a lot to the little girl watching her dad watching wrestling. It means a lot to that next generation because women can do anything, and you guys have been putting on some killer matches. And one quick non-related wrestle question: favorite anime, if I may. Favorite anime.
Inuyasha!
Oh my God, you're lying. Shishomaru is no. I'm going to stop. You're lying.
No, I'm a Shishomaru girl, but
Oh my God, Sahara, you don't understand. That's my anime. You don't even. Oh my God, my hands are shaking. That's my anime.
I wish I could bring out the shirts. Like I should bring
pull it down. Let me see it real quick. I'm sorry. Like,
oh my God. Okay, hold on 1 second.
I will wait. People, we're gonna wait. This is deep.
1 second.
No, I'm just saying. This is Inuyasha. This is Sahara.
You should be embarrassed of yourself.
I am not. This is Inuyasha, Uncle Justin. This is the best anime, arguably ever. Arguably the best anime. Arguably the best anime because I'm a millennial, so Dragon Ball Z is up there. But Inuyasha is the greatest story ever. Oh my God, I want it. It's not there. It's there.
It's wrong with you.
Hold on.
Justin, that is. I hope someone in the comments knows who Inuyasha is. Yep, somebody in the comments, you remember. Sahara is an Inuyasha fan. That just happened. I gotta calm down my drink. Oh my God, I gotta calm down with my drink. Good God.
Like I'm all over the place half the time.
No, you don't understand. Like, I'm an anime fan. I'm nerding out with you right now. We're riding that wave. Ride that wave.
We are riding it high.
We are riding that wave.
Boogie board. Oh wait, surfing.
Did you literally say boogie board?
I think this is it. Yep, this is it. You ready for it?
I am. I'm ready. Hit me with it. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away, girl.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
It's my favorite shirt, so I'm gonna flash it and then
flash.
You're getting beef with that shirt on everything. Oh my God, oh my God. Justin, do you understand that this half demon walked a journey that very few half demons could walk? And the name
I'm
of
just
this
gonna flash this one because this is one of my newer favorites.
Let me see. You watch Demon Slayer? Oh my God, my heart, Justin, my heart. Oh my God. Did you see the movie?
I watch a lot of anime. If you can't tell, I watch quite a few animes. I watch a lot. Jujutsu Kaisen, Soul Eater. What else? Beastars, BNA. I have a lot that I watch.
You are a queen.
I have a lot.
I'm sorry. That was like, wow. I mean,
this is what Mark.
Yeah, we will. I bow down to a skills far superior than my own, queen. Like, that was amazing.
That sounds like I have so many of them. It's like people are like, "Do you wear nice clothes all the time?" I'm like, "No, I wear anime t-shirts."
So this is who you always were. You always were this goth girl.
Yeah, I've always been this goth girl. People always think that it's like a gimmick, and I'm like,
right.
Okay. Like,
I'm living it. I am living
I'm
it.
like, all right, I'm cool with it. Like, I was known as the goth girl in high school that nobody fucked with because you came up to me and said something about me with my clothes or my boots, my chunky boots or something like that, and thought, oh, I'm just gonna sit there and be like,
the Hot Topic days, baby.
And I was like, yeah, bitch, say that shit again. I dare you. Come over here. Like, fuck you up. And so I got known as the emo girl you didn't talk shit to.
No, it is all good. It is all good. I want to know, do you prefer singles wrestling or tag team wrestling? Because I've seen you do both and dominate at it. What do you prefer?
I prefer either or. I just like beating ass, bro.
All right, well, dial in. I wanted to know.
Yeah, no. Just like I prefer either one. Give me a chance to beat somebody's ass. I'm with it. Male, female, I don't care.
Well,
so who would be a dream match for you?
Ooh. Dream match for me.
Indies
are like signed. Indies.
Doesn't matter. You could have a dream match.
Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose Part 2 needs to happen. So I'm plugging in my like a lame now.
Why y'all want me fight my friend for? That's my friend.
Because he was a dope man. Oh no.
That's my friend. Why y'all want me fight my friend? I'm just playing. Nyla knows she can catch these hands any day.
We're trying to get you to shoot on somebody.
If I have to be honest,
I said we're trying to get you to shoot on somebody so we can make it big. Don't worry.
Yeah, no.
No, just kidding.
Nyla's probably like, that's what she watched this and be like, did you really have to say all that? I'm like, yes, I did. Fight. But I would love to wrestle Hikaru Shida. She's pretty dope. Screw that. Serena Deebs. Deebs is the greatest. Okay. I love Deebs.
She got some.
I would love to wrestle Serena Deebs. On the indies, I would love to wrestle can't think of his name right now. Why is he not coming to me? Oh, there it is. Lee Moriarty. I couldn't think of his last name.
Okay.
What is Lee's last name? I would love to wrestle Lee. I would love to wrestle my dear friend, Darius Carter. Okay. Darius Carter. I would just love to have a Mortal Kombat-esque match. And yes, you guys control this all day long because this part right here, I need this match to happen. Me versus Darius Carter in a Mortal Kombat style match. Mortal Kombat. I get to be Jade and he's Shang Tsung. We've already claimed those characters. This is our thing. Me and Darius, that's our thing. He's Shang Tsung and I'm Jade. But we literally need a Mortal Kombat style match. Somebody book it. I don't care who books it. We need it.
You don't care which promotion. Hey, I got a couple friends that run promotions. I'll shoot them this video and say, hey, he's calling this out. Let's make this happen.
Make it happen. Me versus Darius Carter. Mortal Kombat style. Like, winner of the match gets decided if, person can't stand, can't walk, can't nothing. Like, literally on the verge of death.
So what type of matches do you like? I mean, just have you done any extreme matches, anything like that?
I've been in a lot of cage matches.
Yeah.
I've been in a no DQ street fight. I've been in, which I don't know what this is. Sorry. I don't know what this match is really called, but it was on Austin 316 Day. So it's called an Austin 316 match where basically to me, it was just like anything goes because I got hit with a lot of stuff and I ended up with a black eye. I got hit with the back of a table and my eye was actually like puffy and black. So I've been in those I've been through a flaming table before.
What was that?
I've been in a lot of intergenders, tornado tags. I've been in a lot. I really want to do I haven't done it yet, but I wanted to do a lumberjack match.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to do a lumberjack match, like a very good old school lumberjack match. I really want somebody to book that. I really do.
So you said you've been in the cage match, so that's probably like for wrestling fans, we look at the cage and we go, we're in awe of it. Like, oh wow, a cage match.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like for a wrestler preparing for
excuse me. For a wrestler, it is very, I would say it feels very claustrophobic sometimes because there's like when you're going hard in the match and you're like trying to figure out your next move, it's like you can't even like take a breather, you can't nothing because you're in this like 4 walls of steel and it's just like where do you go from here? And so to me, like cage matches always bring out the best of my violence. but the worst of my anxiety. Brings out the worst of my anxiety, but the best of my violence. And I say this because in one of my very first cage matches, I somehow put a girl in a hold and with my long legs, and I literally had my foot in her back, her hands behind her back, like I'm holding on to it, and I'm ramming her into this cage, but I'm using my foot as like the stopping lever, and I'm just like,
I'm not even mad at
her into the cage. And at one point, I think she was like, she didn't know, like, I guess she was like, oh no, this is gonna be that kind of match. And I'm like, don't give me something if you don't want me to like go past the wall, because I don't think that the promoter really thought it through. I don't think he thought at that time girls were capable of actually putting on really good matches, and he booked the wrong one if he really thought he was gonna get a bra and panties match. So I legit was like ramming her, and she was the hometown sweetheart. I'm ramming her into the cage. At one point, I just stopped giving a fuck, like if the crowd like liked it or not. I like grabbed her by like a fistful of hair and like looked at her, looked at the ref, and he's like, "Don't do it no more. She can't take that no more." And I'm like, wham! And I was just like, "What happened?" You know. So steel cages for me, like I said, they always bring out the best of my violence. Best of my violence. Worst of my anxiety, best of my violence. Because I'm like, what can I do next? What can I do next? What can I use next? Like,
oh my God.
And
steel cage. Steel cage is brutal, girl.
And then
you said I'm horrible?
Steel cage.
I said that's brutal, girl. No, never. Oh my gosh. I love that lust for violence.
Cage match and then tell me I can't use the cage, or don't expect me not to use the cage, because that's pointless and stupid.
Fair enough. All right. Fair enough. All right, love. But you recently had a match on AEW with Big Swole, Mama Swole, the auntie. How was that? Yeah, can I rap with you about that? What was that like? What was she like?
So me and Swole have known each other from the beginning of our careers.
Right.
So to me it was like a culmination, and I kind of think she felt the same way, was a culmination of we did it. Because we came from an area of where we got told to our face. When we first wrestled each other, the first time we wrestled each other, we got told to our face, oh, y'all will never be main event, or y'all will never be great, or whatever. We got told by so many dudes that we're just an attraction and we're nobodies. And so it kind of made us feel very like trapped in a sense. Right. So we were trapped in this this idea of we were never going to be, how can I put this? We're never going to be stars. We're never going to make a difference. And so we wrestled each other. Sorry, I'm plugging my phone back in. We wrestled each other in 2015 at a promotion called AML in North Carolina.
Really?
And yeah, and I posted pictures of it actually on Twitter. The night that we did appear on AEW, I posted pictures of it on Twitter, so you guys can go back and look at the growth of me and Big Swole and see how we changed drastically, because we don't look the same. No, we don't. We were just wait till you see the picture. We don't look the same. But we wrestled each other in 2015, and we kind of knew right then and there, because one of the people at the show told us that women's wrestling was not going to be big, and it wasn't going to be a thing. So this was about the biggest we were going to get. And we kind of looked at each other that night, and we were like, nah, this ain't it for us. This ain't it, sis. We're gonna be big. We're gonna work hard. So we went our separate ways, and we worked hard for everything that we've done. And so that night, wrestling each other at AEW really felt like the culmination of everything that we like have achieved thus far. And it was we made it moment. Like, we made it. Like, she made it, I made it, we made it. Like, we made it past what they said we were gonna be.
And I don't think that train's gonna stop, because you, like you said, from whether it's Japan, whether it's in America, whether you're international, you're not just a one-trick pony. A lot of and you're not just a pretty face. Like you can see the work. It's in your matches. Like that's what I want to express to people, because I mean, when you have something for you that's unique and it's something that's not done before, and you constantly have to deal with people that tell you can't make it and tell you that you're not going to be a main eventer, that bothers me, because like I said, like girls watch what you guys do. And that's something that resonates. And I like how you say it doesn't stop your grind, and it never should, because I mean, you continue to go. And can I ask you a question? Hades, is he the baby boy? Is he the prince?
That's my baby. That's
Thank
my baby.
you.
Yes. So
Yes.
Hades is the prince. He's my floof. He's my butt munch. I call him everything under the sun.
How old is he?
Hades is the prince. He gets to pretty much do whatever he wants to do within reason. He also does not take well to people getting too close to his mama. Like, if he wants to sit in between us, he's gonna sit in between us. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. He's not mean. He doesn't fight anything like that. He's just a mama's boy, as he should be.
Yeah, baby. I'm sorry. Like I love, like, I got a husky lab, and I'm sorry, he's the baby. Like, he put a sweater on him, and he was so. Nah, I love little. He's very territorial though when it comes to mom, and I think does he you see a lot of him with your travels? I have to ask. Does he go with you?
Yes, I do. Hades actually goes places with me sometimes. I have not actually like taken him to a show. I like will take him like to the state that I'm traveling to or somewhere, and like I'll leave him with a relative if we're in a state that I have a relative, or like I'll do a doggy hotel. And if it's not a place where I can like actually take him, I will leave him home in the care of his good auntie Renee Michelle.
You had a match with Renee Michelle. I'm sorry, I'm gabbing. Go ahead, Justin. Sorry.
No, you're good. So we got a couple questions and stuff from people in the chat room, and Mine Runner asked, would you say that in 2021 that the women's wrestling is in a renaissance of sorts?
Renaissance in a sense, yes, but I would also say it's imploding. Like it's blowing up in a sense, because it's going much deeper than just what you've seen before. Women are starting to do things that have been like never been done, and I feel like they're just gonna keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, and it's gonna be great.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. That's kind of the limit when it comes to that. So Bobby says he'd like to see you versus Mickey James. That's what he'd like to see. We should make that happen.
That is a very good. That's a very.
That is she agrees.
But speaking of Renee Michelle, you did tag team with her, didn't you? With I think it was Eliza Hayes and Savannah Thorne.
I think we lost her.
I think we did.
It's all good.
Fair enough. All right. No, it happened to literally three of us at this point. It's all good.
I'm sorry. I'm like, I think it's because there's a storm here in Florida, so it's kind of like messing with everybody.
It was storming in Northeast Florida. That's where I live. I live up in Jacksonville.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm like, sorry. I heard you say something about Savannah Hayes and Eliza Stewart.
Didn't you and Renee Michelle actually team up against Savannah Thorne and Eliza Hayes?
Yes.
Is she close? You guys close?
That's my best friend in the whole wide world.
Oh,
she's actually somewhere around here. I don't know where she's at, but she's somewhere.
Oh my God, she's actually there?
Yes. She's actually here. That's Hades' auntie,
Aww.
That's Auntie Nene. So
do you guys tag team a lot? Did you want to get the opportunity?
So that was the first time, believe it or not, most people couldn't believe it. That was the first time we actually tagged with each other.
Mhm.
But we've been best friends for about 6.5 years now. And
Oh wow.
so, yeah, I was actually in her wedding. So, like, we are shoot best friends. Um,
Oh.
yeah. So, we don't get a chance to tag often.
Mhm.
And we saw the opportunity and we were like, let's do it. Let's go kill bitches.
Was it fun?
And so, it was so much fun. I don't know if you guys could tell in the videos, like, because Ignite Wrestling did release them, but
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys could tell. We were just sitting there, just having a ball. Like, we're like, yeah, let's do this, let's do that. Like, we're just talking to each other, like, on the
Mhm.
sideline, just
Where's my tag team partner at? Let's get it moving. Like you were on it. I was good. I saw that match.
I was like, come on, let's get this popping. Like, we ain't got time to waste. We trying to like make it to the bank.
I like
We call
that.
ourselves Hell on Heels because I don't know. Anytime you guys see me or Renee, we're like dressed to the nines, like at all times. And
Mhm.
mine's a little gothy, like you said, but hers is like the epitome of a lady. And so it's always like night and day, like good witch, bad witch, like.
Mhm. It's like
And
me and you.
so
Like,
we are Hell on Heels, and we do the damn thing, but we are also best friends, and we have each other's back no matter what. But that
mhm.
tag match was fun as hell. It was fun as hell. And we wanted to do more, and we'll get another chance to. Absolutely. I always say that, you know, we put out that good energy in the world, it's going to come back to us. So I think it'll happen again.
I dig it. Now, stars aside, do you miss Cairo? Out of curiosity.
Yes,
Really?
I do. So I miss my family over there a lot.
Mhm.
I have family here in the States, but I
Right.
miss my family over there a lot. Like, I don't get to talk to them as much as I would like to.
Mhm.
And with the recent passing of my grandmother and
Mm.
before that, my grandfather, that were my maternal grandparents from that side, it's really like hard now to see a reason for myself other than to see my family to go over there, because for a long time it was a tradition to go over there with my grandparents and you know like celebrate our heritage and like enjoy one another's company. So I feel like in a way that I miss Cairo just because I miss the family bond that I have with them over there. And not to say that they aren't proud of me and they don't watch me. They watch AEW, which was crazy because I got so many calls. Oh, so proud of you, so proud of you. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And they're like, so proud of you. You did so good. You were so proud. You do us much honor. Like they just say things like that because that's a big thing in my family is like the respect and like honoring your mother and father, your grandparents, your family, and like really putting on for them. So I genuinely miss Cairo and I miss uh, my family because my family is in Alexandria, which is 30 minutes outside of Cairo, and I genuinely miss them. Like, I miss them. And I just, hope that they continue to be proud of me, and I hope that they see that I am actually out here just representing to the fullest and like never forgetting where I come from. I mean, I have Africa tattooed on my like arm. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like
We
hard to
can see
see,
it.
but yeah, a lot of people seen it in promo pictures and stuff, but it's there. So I have my mom's face tattooed on the continent of Africa,
Wow.
and so I always wear it as a badge of honor, and I never forget. So
That's
I
that's.
I do miss it.
I can only imagine, and our condolences for your losses.
Thank
Um,
you.
yeah, so you've wrestled some in the UK. Have you wrestled
Hmm.
some in the UK?
Yes.
So what's I mean, is there a big difference between the UK style and wrestling in America?
Wrestling in America versus wrestling in the UK. Wrestling in the UK is way more like technical and like holds and a lot more of the basics, the fundamentals. And I always say this, if you can't do the basics and you can't do the fundamentals, then England is not for you. England is not for you. Unless you are coming over there and you are specifically going to say, I do lucha and I represent the lucha culture and that's all I do, then that's all you're going to do. But over there, they want to see you wrestle. They want to see you wrestle. And it varies over here because we have people who are, purists and they're, technical, but they also add the quality of a show, where over there it's a fight. Like it's a fight. And then in Japan is very different as well, because Japan is also very much, it's like a blend of like Mexican culture, American with the show, and the UK strong style, and mix that all with, martial arts and things like that, from Asian culture. And that is very much Japanese wrestling. Japanese wrestling is also a thing that is not to be played with. You think you can, like I always tell people, you think you can go? No, they can go. They can go. Just trust me, when I got over there, I thought I could go, but I didn't realize it until after I left that I was like, okay, now I can go. I couldn't go. I was like, okay. And I got there, I was like, oh, I can hang. And then, yeah. So it took me training my butt off every day to then realizing, okay, now I can go.
You went to Japan?
Yes.
Ooh.
Welcome to the conversation, Marcus.
But you know what? We've had storms. We've had glitches. To be fair, this is still one of the funnest interviews I've had in a very long time. The Queen has graced us with her presence, and she's so cool. I'm sorry. I had to fanboy for a second. It's out now. I'm good.
It's not out. He'll continue.
It's not out. But I digress. How is strong style different from American?
American, like, is more so, like I said, it is a culmination of like wrestling and a show, like entertainment and a show, as to where strong style is over in Japan. Is they try to do entertainment, but they can go. How can I put it this way? It's entertainment, but there's non-stop action. Like, it's non-stop going. It's non-stop. It's just like if wrestling and the Energizer Bunny like had a baby, that's Japanese wrestling. And like you can throw in the greatest martial artists of all time, and there you go. That's Japanese wrestling. Like, it's just like the amount of like ungodly amount of talent and precision and just willpower, cardio and things like that goes into Japanese wrestling. Is a lot of it that we don't see over here, because, well, I wouldn't say we don't see it. It's starting to come back now, but it was slacked off a little bit in America for a while. And I start to notice that some of these girls nowadays that I see are really, really like keen to bringing that back to make American wrestling a contender now. And I love it.
Right. Well, Sahara, we're reaching our mark, and before we wrap things up from a amazing interview that I am so proud that I had the honor to be in this presence, is there anything you want to let your fans know, your friends know, people watching, the people who are watching your career, the little girl, anybody? What do you want them to know?
To the little girl that is watching my career, please don't let anyone tell you you can't. Don't let anyone tell you can't, and don't listen to the inner saboteur on the inside that says you're not this enough, you're not that enough, you don't look like her, please don't give up, because there's so many beautiful Black girls, beautiful women of color that are out here that are doing what you want to do and are making it. So don't ever give up. And to the fans that have been watching me, namaste to you all. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I hope I'm making you guys proud. I don't know why you guys are fans of me, but I really appreciate it. Like, seriously, from the bottom of my little Black heart. I really appreciate it. And to you guys, thank you for having me,
Mm.
and just keep watching, and most importantly, keep doing it savagely.
Thank you. Hey, Sahara, before we end this, where can people find you? Your merch, where can they find your merch? We want to be able to push you and promote you as best as we possibly can.
Well, my merch, I do have a store on Big Cartel, and pretty soon I will have shirts available on What a Maneuver. I just dropped the T. Oh my God. I dropped the T. Oh my God. They're going to kill me. I will have shirts available on What a Maneuver very soon. I'm looking to push it out here in the next week or so. But as far as 8x10s and things like that, very specific merch items that I'm very proud of, because I'm not dropping that T either. You won't get me.
You won't. I drop.
You won't get me. Just know I've alluded to it in tweets, so it's gonna happen. If you're a fan of Queen of the Damned, then I think you'll be a fan of this merch drop that I'm about to do. It's a whole collection that I'm about to do. So that's the tea I'm gonna drop on that.
Thank you. That's all I needed. Thank you.
That's
you still
it.
got up with it, man. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm going to, but that's going to be on Big Cartel for the 8x10s and the other little things. But the shirts will be on What a Maneuver. I will put the link on that on Twitter and Instagram. I have a Facebook page. For those who follow me on Twitter, you know, it is at Sahara_007, like 007. Shout out to my dad, because that's his movie. And for Instagram, it is Sahara the 7th, and spell out THE and then 7 TH, because some people get it confused. Facebook is obviously Sahara 7, but I will be posting, like I said, some links to the new merch drop, and I can't wait for you guys to see everything that I've been working so hard on, because for a long time I did not think I was worthy of a merch drop, but we're going to do it now.
It's about time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me and Justin on The Bird and the Villain with the Queen herself, Sahara 7. Guys, have a good night. We'll see ya. Be easy. Blood!
Good night.
There will be blood.
Rip someone's hair out.
Ooh, so vicious.